Hey guys, Mina Bachun again here with some really awesome LinkedIn goodness. Today I want to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to show you behind the scenes of leveraging LinkedIn groups. For example, if you have a Black Friday special or if you have some kind of special. Basically, to really cut it short, I'm going to show you how I had 1,675.33% return on investment. So basically, if you put $1 in, you'll get $1,675 back. So if somebody told you, okay, if you can put, I'll make a system for you that where if you put $1 in, you'll get $1,675.33 outside, what would you do? How much money would you pour into that machine? So one of the things that I do with LinkedIn, and I love this because numbers never lie, I track every single thing that I can on LinkedIn in order to be able to see what are the numbers. So coming from the startup world, I learned to track every single process, every single thing in very big detail. So this is what I want to show you today. So when I, started this business like somewhere around April or whatever, I actually started the LinkedIn group with this business around January. But one of the things that I really struggled with was because I didn't have time to actually build my LinkedIn group. I had one group that I built for my previous business that's around now 8,000 members. So I knew the big potential of LinkedIn groups, but I just didn't have time to really grow it. So throughout, I don't know, 7 or 8 months, I've been able to just spend a couple of hours per month on building that group, and I had somewhere around 700 members maybe when I found and hired my VA. That was like on September 19th, and I basically gave her the all this work around the LinkedIn group, and I told her spend a couple of hours monthly on it. I need to build it. We need to focus on a lot of different other things, but building a LinkedIn group is a great resource, and I want to spend at least a couple of hours on it until we can get more people in the company and just have somebody that can work on this 1 hour per day. So these are just some of the numbers that I'm going to show you today, and this is included like the Black Friday special that I had this Friday. So I just wanted to show you the opportunity that you can get with LinkedIn and what kind of return on investment you can have if you, for example, outsource. Because I hear like, LinkedIn groups, they suck, I can't use them all the time. And I just want to show you the numbers because numbers never lie. So I took 2 months of time span between September 19th and 16th of November, okay? Where I got these numbers. So number of people that we invited to connect with us over LinkedIn was 554. We had 290 people connecting with me, and we invited all of these people into the group, and 106 people joined the group. So basically in the time span of 2 months, we got 106 new people in this group. From these 106 people, we had 40 people downloading my stuff from the group. And we had 4 people that bought the Black Friday deal purchase. And this is actually, the Black Friday is still continuing. So I have no idea what the numbers will be in 2 or 3 days. But this is what the numbers are right now. They're pretty impressive. So I want you to kind of bear with me. So this is the conversion from people that we invited to people that actually connected with us. So about 40% of people that we invite to connect actually connect with me on LinkedIn. Then we have conversion from group invite to group members. So how many people we invite to a group? About 48.40% actually, if we invite them in the group in the right way, they actually join the group. Then we have the conversion from invite to connect to group members. So if I invite this many people, if I invite 100 people to connect, that means that I will get about 19.13 group members, okay? So conversion from invite to group, conversion from group to subscribers. So people if I know that if 100 people end up in my group, I know that 37 people will download something from me, which means that I will get 37 subscribers, which means that I will get, if I invite 100 people to connect, I will get 7 subscribers, almost 8 subscribers, right? So these are some really cool numbers because take into consideration that about like, if you send out 100 invites to connect, on LinkedIn, that will take you maybe about less than an hour. But let's say that it will take you an hour. It will take you really around 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. But let's say for the sake of the argument that it will take you around, I don't know, 1 hour to invite 100 people to connect with you over LinkedIn, and you have a LinkedIn group. That means that you will get 7 subscribers, okay, every single day. You will get 37. Then you got 7 subscribers, and you will get 19 people in the group. Okay, so just to give you an idea about how you can scale really quickly. From group member, actually that means that 3.77, we have 3.77 conversion rate from group member to purchase. So if I have 100 people in the group and I have $497 product, that means that 3.77 people will actually buy the product. If we go and look at it from the invite to connect, it's 0.77, which is about a standard. So that not only tells you that LinkedIn is this boring, unengaging site, but that actually means that if you just invite people to connect, you will get sales. Okay. So from total group number to Black Friday purchase, I had at the point of having a Black Friday, I had I actually had 807, and we had a conversion rate of 1.11. So I'm going to go through some of these numbers again. So basically, I'm just going to really go over this quickly. If you send out 100 invites to connect, that means that you will get about 19 subscribers, 19 people in the group, and you will get about 7 subscribers or people downloading your stuff. Okay. Also, this is the Black Friday bundle and complete breakdown. So I was tracking things for 2 months because my VA started to work for me 2 months ago. So time VA that I tracked was 2 months. The product was $497, and the revenue at this point is $1,988. So we sent out 554 group invites. We had about 109 new group members, and the purchase from the group was 4 at this time. So it will probably be higher, but just to give you an idea and for the sake of the argument, the conversion rate from group member to buying something in this period of 2 months was 3.77%, which is pretty awesome. So my VA is about $7 per an hour. Right, but she would spend around 45 minutes on LinkedIn. So she spent in the last 2 months about 8 hours per a month. Just like me, we weren't focusing on the LinkedIn group as much as we should have. But this will also give you a couple ideas about what you can do if you spend your time and focus on your LinkedIn group. So 8 hours per month. That's about $56 if I take all the $7, if I say that she spent like 60 minutes on LinkedIn, all 60 minutes. But it was a bit lower, but let's say, again, for the sake of the argument, that the VA hourly rate is $7 and she spends 8 hours per month, which is nothing. That means that in 2 months, I spent $112 on my VA building my LinkedIn group, and I made $1,988. Which means that I actually got the return of an investment of 1,675.33. So this is huge. I want you to take this number, and I want you to really pay attention, because numbers don't lie. Okay, a lot of people track, Facebook ads, for example, and things like that, and they know that they need to trust their numbers. So these are real live numbers. For example, I just made in two months, I made a return on investment on my VA and my LinkedIn group, to be more precise, of 1,675.33, and I haven't even, it's not even over with the Black Friday. So I want you to pay attention, okay? Then I made, I said, this is pretty crazy, so I'm gonna make some other calculations just to be sure that I'm, not gonna, just say something that really doesn't stick. So people, say, yeah, but you have like 870 people in your group. Okay, so I took a breakdown of all my LinkedIn group members that I started from January 2016 to November 2016. Group members are 807, very small group that I don't have time to build, but after these numbers, I will really focus my time on building it quicker. Time is 10 months. Price of the products, I had one launch in April, and now I had another launch like for Black Friday deal. Both deals were $497. And all the total purchases from the group for those two products were nine people purchased, which means that that's a 1.11 conversion rate from a group member to buying a product, which is pretty awesome. So maintenance time for 8 months, let's say that I spent like a couple of hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours per day, in the last 8 months, if my hourly rate it was at that point about $100 per an hour. I spent maybe total of 10 hours within 8 months to build this group because I really didn't have time to do it. It was very slow. I just did it, once or twice. I don't know, once in 2 weeks or once in 10 days or something like that. I was pretty crazy, but I didn't spend time on it. That's why the group is 807 members only. But let's say that my hourly rate was $100 at the time, so I spent $1,000 for myself while building the group, and then I spent $112 on my VA, which is in total $1,112 for 807 members. We made revenue of $4,473, which is then the return on investment of 302.24%. So basically you put $1 in and you get $302 out. How much money would you put in if you had a machine like that? Again, they said, you know what, I'm going to make another calculation because people will think, this LinkedIn group, it's growing very slowly, and you know what, I just want to have something that can scale. You can't scale a LinkedIn group. Well, basically you can scale a LinkedIn group, especially if you start to have a couple of thousand members. Then people are going to start to invite themselves in the group, and the group is going to start